Hello, welcome to SharePoint Basic Training video part 3, editing documents in your documents library. We're going to begin with part 1, where we're going to add a document and then edit it in browser. First, we're going to locate the site where our document is that we'd like to edit. In this case, it's called Test Site 5. And, oops, I'm sorry, we haven't added the document yet. First, we're going to add the document. We're going to click on Add Document. A Upload Document window will open. We'll click Choose File. And we'll locate our file. Once we find our file, click on it and then click Open. Here we can add a version comment in the version comment text box. And we click OK. Now here's our document. First we're going to actually view it in browser and then edit in browser. So view in browser is just a way to view the document. If you just want to check it out, look at it real quick, you can't edit it or anything in there. But here's our version. We can see this is version 1. And here's the comments that I added. So I'll click that drop-down menu again, and I'll click on View in Browser. Here it is, and I can click up here next to where it says Page, and I can go through the pages of the document, clicking the arrow. I can also open it in Word from here. I can actually also edit it in browser from here as well. I'm going to click on the breadcrumb trail back to Test Site 5 to get back there. Didn't need to save it because I was just viewing it. This time I'm going to edit in browser. Editing in browser is kind of a light way of editing a document. Probably only want to use this if you're going to be editing something very quickly. You'll notice that there's things that are missing from the document. There where it says text box, it's actually something that's missing from the document. As I go down the document, we'll see some other places where there's some missing information. So if your document has a lot of images or text boxes, they probably won't show up very well inside of Edit in Browser. But I'm going to go ahead and edit it anyways. Let's change this real quick. And I'm going to click the Save button up in the corner. And I could click the X up in the corner to get out. I can also go to the File tab and click File and say Close. Another way to save is there as well. So here's my document. Part 2, we're going to edit in Word, PowerPoint, or Excel, depending on the type of document you have. You can edit in the Office product that it was made in. So for our example, we have a Word document, so we're going to click on the drop down again and click on Edit in Microsoft Word. This window will open. Just go ahead and click OK. Microsoft Word will open. You may be prompted for your credentials, your username and password. If that happens, just go ahead and type them in. And when you're done typing those in, click OK. So now since we're in Microsoft Word, which is what the document was created in, I'm going to edit it real quick here again. Here we can see the document isn't missing any parts like the last time we looked at it. It's because we're inside of Microsoft Word this time. I'm going to click the Save button again. And again, I could click the X up in the corner, or I could click on File and Close. And I guess I didn't hit the Save button the first time, so now it's prompting me to save. Part 3, we're going to learn how to check in and check out a document. This is the preferred method for working with documents in SharePoint. So again, I'm going to locate my document, click on the drop-down menu, and find Checkout. As soon as I click Checkout, the document doesn't open right away. We will see over on the right-hand side that it's now checked out to me. There it says checked out to. To open the document, I need to just click on the title of the document. And it should open in Microsoft Word. It will open in Microsoft Word. Here again, I'm going to click OK. And here's the document open again in Microsoft Word. Again, I'm going to just quickly edit it. Let's change that T back to a capital T. And I can click the Save button up in the corner again, or the Save icon. And again, I could click the X to close the document, or I can go to File and say Close. The File tab and close. Once I've closed the document, it's going to prompt me, are you sure you want to check it in? At this time I'm going to say yes. If I wasn't sure or wasn't ready, I could say no. Here I can add a version. If you recall, when we uploaded the document, we could add a version. That's why this is a preferred method. This way you can add version comments, and we can keep track of how the document has been edited. And later on, if we want to check the version history, which we'll talk about soon, we'll be able to see the comments that people made about editing the document. When I'm done typing that in, I click OK. And I'm taken back to SharePoint. So part 4, we're going to look at version history real quick. First, we'll see that my document is no longer checked out. And so if I go to that drop-down menu one more time, I can click on version history. And take a second to open. And here we can see the different versions. Bottom one is when I uploaded it. The other 3 are the ways that I edited it. The last version was in check-in and check-out. You can see I have a comment there. So checking in, checking out is a preferred method. That way we can keep track of the versions and write some comments about what happened with each version. So we looked at viewing it in browser. We looked at editing it in browser, editing in Microsoft Word, and checking in and checking out. And also looking at the version history, seeing the different versions that the document has had since it's been inside of SharePoint. Remember that checking in and checking out is the preferred method. Finally, we're going to sign out of SharePoint. And there's the sign out screen for SharePoint. So successfully logged off. Thank you for joining me today. For more information about SharePoint, go to ANR support.anr.msu.edu/support/SharePoint.